We back. Darkskies podcast coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. We're talking Mandela effect and remembering what happened to us. So yeah, got a lot to talk about, y'all. This is gonna be a deep. So strap yourselves in, get yourselves comfortable. Let's go for a ride. Today, of course, we got a full show. We're finna really get down to the nitty gritty, and hopefully we're gonna open some eyes, enlighten a few people, and hopefully answer a few questions, about myself and maybe about some of y'all, and hopefully, we can get it all out on the table, and that's what we hope to do right now today. And I hope y'all ready, because this is gonna be real. I mean, of course, everybody, is well aware of the Mandela effect. Those who are not are probably not affected, but those who are affected are very much in the know about, well, at least that there is something strange going on, and most of you are doing your research now. And at this point, it seems to be an awakening, just like Star Wars. I told you there was meaning in almost all of these Mandela effects, so why would it affect Star Wars? And then the new movie called The Awakening. And then now we have y'all starting to awaken. Well, us, me too, all of us are awakening. But we are all awakening at differently, or maybe I'm awakening differently than y'all have, as far as Mandela effect. These, I mean, let's just get down to it. Y'all have demonstrated over my research and looking at my fellow brethren and sisters. And looking at y'all out there trying to actually figure out what's going on, quite like me. But it seems to be a little bit of difference, as in y'all, or I have not seen anybody yet, and I have been looking for one of y'all to display more memory of not just what the old world looked like and what happened in the old world, but what happened just before we came here. Now, when I say remember, I mean, do y'all have memories of that, of what happened? I mean, I have clear, vivid memories of a lot of events that happened on Earth prior to this change. And first, granted, I thought they were dreams, but The difference between a dream and a memory is that a memory, stays with you. A dream fades. Like me, I can't remember no dream I've ever had. But I seem to have some memories that seem to be vivid, as if I was there. Now, when I say I was there, I mean I was there. Have you ever had a dream that was just in 3D? I mean, where you were like a part of a movie, like you were in it? I mean, I have memories of the old world, but different things happened. And like I said, at first I thought they were dreams until I started noticing the changes here. And then I started saying, well, everything seems to be undone that happened. Now, I'm really going to get into it deeply now. I'm not going to have no secrets because anybody who listens to my show know that I give you everything that I have. Now, I'm going to give y'all everything that I have. And I want you to take it and use it for whatever you need it for. Use it to unlock your memories. Do whatever you have to do. But figure out a way to remember. Now, I'm going to go into it now. And I'm going to try to talk to y'all a little bit about my memories. Now, my memories. God, this is hard to swallow because my memories has a completely different world, of course. Y'all know that. We come from a different, world, different, geology, different, bodies, different, all kinds of differences. But I remember more. I remember something terrible happening. I remember war, but not a war between like us and us, like a war on a much grander scale. I mean, I remember seeing things that I never would thought be possible. Now, people, you have to understand, something in my past happened real bad. I mean, to the point where whatever they were trying to do, they succeeded and found out that they were pretty much tricked into opening whatever it was that they opened. Now, y'all have to understand what I saw with my two eyes and what I have a memory of seeing is cities, major cities being evacuated, not by vehicle, not by plane, not by helicopter, but on feet. People were being walked out, by the military, as if like in protection, as they were being walked out of the city. And I remember seeing people walk. I remember being one of the people that was walking. And as we got like out of the city, this is in California. And the reason I know it's California is because we were like by the beach. And I just, remember it was dark and all of a sudden it just got light. In the sky, basically, like it was a hole in the sky. Now, this is weird. I mean, at first, like I said, I thought it was a dream. But for some reason I can remember every single detail, like people's faces. I can remember people's reactions. I can remember the sky opening. I can remember a whole bunch of something just coming out of it, coming down onto us. And, when I say something, it's like I can't really describe what it was. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. Like light, but not like flying saucer lights. Like light beams, maybe. I don't know. It's just so hard to explain. I just remember seeing it happening and everybody scrambling and, and boom, I wake up and I'm like, God, that was a crazy dream. So, going about my life and not too much longer, I have another dream. I'm on the Golden Gate Bridge and I'm seeing the water rise. And it rises above the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. And, the destruction was just, great. I just remember just running, trying to get away from the water, heading for high ground. Wake up, and oh my God, it's a crazy dream. And never in my life did I stop to realize that I just don't remember my dreams. So these things that I remember from years. I mean, it's been so long ago, like a decade, maybe even more. Just like 11 years ago, maybe, I was having these dreams. I also had a dream of a great sky battle being fought above our heads, where our jets could not fly high without just falling out the sky and onto the houses beneath. I watched them fly over our homes. I watched jets. The only way they could fly was just above our rooftops. If they get any higher, they would get knocked down. I don't know. I didn't see what was knocking them down. I just remember seeing jets fall from the sky. Like they didn't have no more power. Now, people, I don't want to say that they were dreams, but at the same time, I remember every single moment. I remember the 110. I remember the 110 being destroyed and being unpassable. I remember we had to try to travel it, and it just was it just had bits and pieces was missing from the freeway. I remember scrambling and trying to get away. We were being attacked by something. I don't know. I never saw what it was. I was only seeing the results. Like I was a part of, like, the people as the stuff was happening. It's like I was right there, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh my God, I can still remember it now as I'm talking to you. I'm seeing it in my mind, and it's just so crazy, freaky. And I'm like, God, this couldn't have happened. It's just a dream. But I remember it. I just remember the planes flying just above the houses. I remember looking up in the sky and seeing just very, 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 very large objects, like burning across the sky, like in columns of just 1, 2, 3, flying across the sky, like all, like, I ain't gonna say side by side, but like just all in the same direction. I remember when I have a good direction, I have a good idea of direction, they came from the west and they flew eastward. And you could just look up and they were just so huge as they burned across the sky, like big giant rocks or meteors or something. I remember when it first all started, everybody was inside. It was nighttime. And we just heard a big, giant explosion. And it rocked and shook everything. And we all ran outside to see what it was. And everything was gone. It was just water where buildings used to be. And we were able to walk around like the edge of streets, and there was water everywhere. And we remember hiding. It was just crazy. I just have crazy memories of us hiding, like in empty apartment buildings and trying to escape something that was looking for us. Hiding out in malls and hiding. My memory, y'all, in these dreams that, everybody died, y'all. Or everybody was gone. I didn't see nobody else. It was very, very few of us. I remember going this, and you find a house, and there would just be a couple of people there hiding. And then you'll go all the way, without trying to be seen, and you'll go to a hotel or an apartment building, and there are people there hiding. But it just wasn't people it just wasn't like, like this number of people. It was few. And they were all hiding. We were all hiding. And I don't know why. I remember trying to save my kids. I remember trying to get to them. I mean, this is all my memories. I mean, I want to say that they're memories because, like I said, I never remembered a dream. I've had dreams my whole life. I never remember none of them. I can't tell you none of my dreams, but I can tell you every single thing that I saw. And the funny thing about this, I'm going to tell y'all after the break, it's really going to blow y'all mind to let y'all know why I believe that these dreams are connected to the Mandela effect and what's affecting all of us. So, I'm going to be right back. We're going to take a break and, I'm sorry for getting deep with y'all, but, I got to get some stuff off my chest, Maybe y'all can help me understand why I'm seeing these things and y'all are not. Or maybe y'all are too, and y'all, need to let me know. So we can, so I can feel like I ain't crazy. Right now, what you got for me, Jennifer? I feel like I'm a glutton for pain.
I torture you, take my hand through the flame. I torture you, I'm a slave to your game. For pain. I wanna chain you up, I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain. I'm a sucker for pain. I got the squad tatted on me from my neck to my ankles. The pressure from the man got us all in rebellion. We gon' go to war, yeah, without failure. Do it for the fam, dog. 10 toes down, dog. Love and the loyalty, that's what we stand for. Alienated by society. All this pressure give me anxiety. Walk slow through the fire. Like who gon' try us? Feeling the world go against us, so we put the world on our shoulders. I torture you, take my hand through the flame. I torture you, I'm a slave to your game. For pain. I wanna chain you up, I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain.
I've been at it with my homies, it don't matter, you don't know me. I've been rolling with my team, we the illest on the scene. I've been riding around the city with my squad. I've been riding around the city with my squad. We just posted getting crazy, living like this is so amazing. Hold up, take a step back when we roll up, cause I know what. We've been loyal, we've been fan, we the ones you're trusting. Won't hesitate to go straight to your head like a concussion. I know I've been busting, no discussion for my family. No hesitation through my scope, I see my enemy like what's up, hold up, we finna reload up. Yes, I reload up, I know what up, I know what up.
I torture you, take my hand through the flame. I torture you, I'm a slave to your game. For pain. I wanna chain you up, I wanna tie you down. I'm just a sucker for pain.
Devoted to destruction, a full dosage of detrimental dysfunction. I'm dying slow, but the devil trying to rush me. See, I'm a fool for pain. I'm a dummy, might cut my head off right after I slit my throat. Tongue kiss a shark, got jealous bitches up in the boat, eating peanut butter and jellyfishes on toast. And if I get stung, I get stoked. Might choke like I chewed a chunk of charcoal. Naked in the North Pole, that's why my heart cold, full of sorrow. A lost soul, and only Lord knows when I'm coming to the crossroads. So I don't fear shit for tomorrow. And I'm a sucker for pain, it ain't nothing but pain. You just fucking complain, you ain't tough as you claim. Just stay up in your lane, just don't fuck with Lil Wayne. I'ma jump from my plane or stand in front of a train, cause I'm a sucker for pain.
Used to doing bad, now we feel like we just now getting there. Ain't got no other way, so we started and finished it.
No pain, no gain. Never stand down, made our own way. Never going slow, we pick up the pace. This is what we wanted from a young age.
No emotion, that's what business is. Lord have mercy on the witnesses.
Take my hand through the flame. I torture you. I'm just a sucker for pain. More pain got me begging, 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 begging. For more pain got me begging, 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 begging. For more pain got me begging, 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 begging.
All right, y'all listening to Darkskies live. Man, it's been a tough one, but I'm trying to get through it. because I feel like I got to get a lot of stuff off my chest, and I want to try to get this information out to y'all because I feel like it's pertinent to what's happening to all of us. I don't know, kind of feel a little bit sad. I don't know, because I don't know, my dreams were just, filled with so much. And I want to call them dreams because I just don't want to accept them as reality, but, it would explain a lot to why, we're not where we were and we are where we are. I mean, I had one strange part of my dream, and I don't know, it was crazy. I just remember seeing everything from a distance, and basically, you can see, like, basically a village maybe, where people were, men, women, and children. And I remember a voice coming from maybe high up in the sky, a real strong voice. And he said that he would use the power of the winds, and he would destroy everything or something like that. I don't know, it was some crazy stuff, but I don't know, it was just malice. And after that, immediately a strong wind came, and it rose the ocean so high. It was above this small village, and it just started to move towards the village. It's just a huge wave, a phenomenal wave. And I just remember something incredible. I mean, I was torn at the moment now. People here, I have to explain to y'all what I'm seeing. I'm seeing women and children, about to be engulfed by a huge, giant wave. And I see people standing like there in front of the wave, as like ready to combat the wave. And it wasn't many. I seen probably 5 maybe. I don't know, but deep in my heart I wanted to help. I wanted to get down there with them. Okay, sorry. But I wanted to get down there with them. I just felt it. I just watched them combat that wave. And it's crazy when I say combat the wave, because they stood in front of that wave. And it was almost like force came out of where your third eye would be. And it's like it was pushed towards the wave. I remember seeing maybe 1 or 2 of them levitate high in the sky. And, it's like they used their thoughts to try to stop the wave. Now, I don't know exactly what the outcome was, because for some reason I'm only getting bits and pieces. But I just remember how much I wanted to help. How much I wanted to just go down there and help. Now, I don't get choked up easily. I don't get, shaken easy. But, just to see those people in harm's way, I just wanted to, stand there with the others and try to stop it. Of course, all of this stuff brings up emotions, feelings. But like I said, I'm, a regular person. I have empathy. I don't want to see people hurt, but unfortunately, I've seen a lot of and I don't know why I seem to have all of these memories and nobody else do. Or at least I don't see nobody, putting out videos or talking about any of this. I look at all the possibilities of this world and I see people talk about reptilians and aliens and Planet X, and ghosts and paranormal activity, and I remember studying all of that stuff throughout my life, but, the stuff that I'm talking about is like living a movie. And, you're only in a scene for a minute. But, in that minute, God, you see so much. So much. But, I do want to take us to a higher place because I do remember one part of my dream where, I don't know, I was standing outside, smoking a cigarette, and I remember just looking up at the sky. I'm an astronomer. I love to look up and see Orion constellation, stare at the belt. That's just something I like to do. And I remember staring at the Orion's belt as it got closer and closer and closer and closer and closer until next thing you know, I noticed that it wasn't getting closer. I was getting closer as I watched things pass, like planets and stars and just things that was just going past me. But I never took my eye off the belt. And I could see stuff on my peripherals passing me as I moved closer and closer to one of the stars in the middle of the Orion's belt. And I got closer and closer to it till I noticed what looked to be a planet going around it. And I focused in on it, and I just got closer and closer and closer. And as I got closer, I noticed the color of the planet was like a beige, like sand. And I remember getting closer and closer to the sand, and I could start to make out mounds in the sand. And I get closer and closer, and next thing you know, I'm standing on the ground. And it's weird because there were people there, and the mounds wasn't mounds at all, they were homes. And I remember just landing right there. Like, I don't remember like landing with my feet, but for some reason, I'm here, I'm right there, and I'm walking around, and the people that I'm with, I feel kinship to. I see kids running, and for some reason I feel like they're mine. And I look and I go inside and I see a flat screen, like monitor. I want to say TV, but it had multiple things on it, like multiple screens and all on one big giant screen. And I guess there was news and entertainment and different shows or whatever or whatnot on the entertainment screen. And I remember just looking around the place, and it looked like a regular, quaint little place, but it looked like it was like kind of futuristic, and everything looked like it was like touch screen. And I just remember walking around, and I looked at the kids, and I found enjoyment in watching them run around and play. I felt something I had never felt before. I felt more than happy. The highest of happiness. The best way you could describe it is bliss. Now let me explain a little something about where I was. I went outside. I remember looking out in the yard, and I seen a little minivan, but the van had no wheels. It floated above the ground, just sitting there. And I remember they were like, we're gonna go get some stuff, supplies or whatever from the store. And I remember going out in the front and seeing people walking. And it was just like, I don't know, a beautiful feeling. It was a grand central area where everybody would go and get all of their things, and we all went there. And I don't really remember everything inside of there because I was more focused on, getting back to the yard, because outside it was beautiful. There was 3 suns And I remember for a fact that there was 3 suns because I stayed long enough to watch one of the suns set. And the second one was heading towards the horizon as, I don't know, I just felt it was time to go. Something was telling me. Now, the journey back was far different than the journey there. Now, I remember traveling by myself as if I was just traveling through space and time. Now, on the way back, was aboard some type of vessel. Now, I remember traveling aboard this vessel, and I remember traveling with others. Now, when I say others, I mean in 2 ways. Now, I mean that there were others like me. And I remember looking around and I could see them. And, and I want to tell y'all that there was never no words spoken, but there was words spoken throughout our minds. I can hear what everybody was thinking. They could hear what I was thinking. There was no hiding anything. I mean, literally, they could hear your thoughts and you could hear theirs. There was literally no words. I mean, there was words, but it's hard to explain. You could talk to somebody literally by looking at them. Or if they was thinking, their thoughts were shared amongst all of us. And the reason I know that, well, first, let me go to the other ones. Now, there was people or others like me, and there was others that I felt was, I want to say in charge, or was the ones that was taking us back to wherever we was going. And I want to think that it was home, but I'm going to explain something to y'all. Now, on the way back, I remember approaching this being, and I remember he was taller than me, but just kind and thoughtful. I remember just thinking to him, it's like he could answer my questions even before I could formulate a question. But I was going to ask him, like, what are y'all? But the answer came in my head that they're just like us. And he thought to me that we're just like you. We're just like us. That's what I just keep getting in my mind. The voice saying that, yeah, we're just like us. They're just like you. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I remember just asking him, I don't know, I was just asking him, like, what are they? And his answer was they were us. But I remember our thoughts were interrupted by the thoughts of another, one of the people that was like me. He felt guilty. He felt like he was doing something wrong, but he didn't mean to do it. So we all looked at him. He stood there and he said that he was sorry. He had been trying to bring something back from where we were to where we were going in order to prove what had happened really happened. He didn't think no one would believe his words if he tried to tell him. We all felt what he thought. And the one that I spoke to, I remember him comforting him and saying that it's okay. They understand. But taking things back is not allowed. So I remember coming back. When I say coming back, I remember laying in my bed with my eyes open. And my kid's mother, she was sleeping with me right there next to me, woke up and said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I had the strangest dream." And then she said, "Well, why are you crying?" I said, "Why am I crying?" And I felt just tears all over the side of both, all the way inside, both of my face, on both sides of my face, all the way on my pillow. And I said, "No, I hadn't been crying. I believed that I had my eyes open the whole time." And that, my eyes had just teared up from being open all that time. And I told her about, the dream that I had, because I remembered every bit of it just like I do now. And like I said, I don't remember dreams. So it's just, this, like, it was so crazy. So this is how I tie this to the Mandela effect. I told y'all all of this to tell y'all this, that when I did get brought back here, I believe that I got brought back here instead of where they took me from. Yeah, I understand now. I believe that we all are refugees from a destroyed dimension. A dimension that our people opened and allowed to be basically destroyed. And those who collected us in efforts of trying to preserve us and save us, I believe that they brought some of us here. And when I said I went to a place by Orion's Belt, where we are, off the Orion Spur, it's just all starts to make sense when I look at it. And I just think about the visions and the memories and the sadness all the way to, the beautiful moments and the bliss, of Orion. And to travel back and to be brought to something similar to what I already knew. But I guess they never thought that we would see the differences. Now, I know y'all wondering, what's here? This is like, obviously, something created for us to live in. And all the people that were here before we got here perished on the last planet. But that's just a theory. I mean, I don't know, but I do know there's very few of us. Just like it's very few of us that seem to be affected by the Mandela effect. It matches up to about the same amount of us that was hiding after all the war and the great travesties that befell our planet. Now, all this stuff could just be my crazy dreams and doesn't have nothing to do with the Mandela effect, doesn't affect none of y'all at all. Maybe I'm just a little bit loony. And you know what? I may be a little bit loony. I might be a little bit Looney Tunes. Well, I'm not Looney Tunes. I'm telling y'all, there's a reason all of this is happening. I'm tracing back to the cause so I can understand this effect. Because, trust me, y'all, if you really want the answers, you have to dig deep. But trust me, are you ready for the answers? Are you ready to find out that you're a refugee? That the reason that you're here is because somebody tried to save you. Somebody that's just like us. And this is like an alternate. But make no mistake, there is darkness around. There's always darkness around light. One cannot exist without the other. So that's just something I wanted to touch on. I just wanted to get a couple of things off my chest about why I seem to have vivid memories of a world being destroyed and nobody else do, or nobody else is talking about it, or nobody else is just remembering it. I heard y'all speaking about the one. Please, God, don't let me be the one. And on that note, y'all, I'm finna shut it down, clear my thoughts, and take it all in. When we release this video, y'all take a listen to it a gang of times, try to get your ideas, see if it match any of your ideas, any of your memories, see if it sparked anything in you. If not, then just let it go. But if so, then God, let's do this together, y'all, because, right now I'm feeling pretty lonely in this whole thing, especially when everybody's still yawning and wiping their eyes and I'm running around wide awake. Can't be the only person to have memories of what happened. Or maybe it's not memories of what happened, it's just dreams. But like I said, in my heart and my soul, I've never remembered a dream. Still, I can't tell you a dream that I've ever had, but I can tell you every single thing that I believe. I was there, saw the light, saw the craters, I saw the destruction, I saw the battles, I saw the fear. I don't know. This affects me, So if it affects me like it's affecting you, then, share this video and let's try to spark some debate. I usually try to have some fun with this, but I guess, it's hard to have fun when you're really, really, really trying to get something off your chest. These dreams have been haunting me, or visions or whatever they are. It just seems to haunt me. I seem to be connected to something. I don't know. So, let's try to understand this together. And, sorry for getting real deep on y'all, but, come on, I just can't continue to think. And I see everybody trying to figure it out, and I'm like, God, it just seems like more of us should remember. But we'll see. Maybe more of us do remember, and I'm just one of the few people that can swallow, the emotions of trying to explain it and get it out. Because it's not easy. But like I said, it's all my theories, it's all just what I think. It would help if more people had the exact same memories. Like I said, I don't want to be the one. I don't want to be the one person with memories of everything. And God, that's not how I want to live. So, God, please be with me and well, I'm out of here, man. I'm your host, LC Grace, giving you all that I had. Mikey Nikes, Jen, Jennifer. They all said they feel the same. So it is what it is. It's like that movie Split, It's a gang that was living in one body. Or maybe there's something that's going on that's just slightly out of our reach, and I think we can grab it if we want. But it's like grabbing a hot coal. Once you grab it, do you want to hold it or drop it? Yeah, it is what it is, y'all. Once again, you've been listening to Darkskies live, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Hey, from LA to San Jose, I can barely say it, y'all. This has been a tough show to do, but I'm going to do plenty more, and hopefully the rest of them will be nowhere near as tough as this one. I'm not going to analyze this information and get it out a little bit more clear too, so y'all bear with me. I just wanted to get this part out, so I love y'all. I don't care what the machine from. Let's do it together, and well, I'm out.